Hi first grade friends, and welcome to math lesson 159. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of review and learning something new. You're going to need your whiteboard and your dry erase marker, and you're also going to need this math worksheet right here. It is page 317 and 318. First, to start off, we're going to be doing a little bit of review on the greatest number in a group and the smallest or the least number in a group. So you're going to use your whiteboard and write these numbers down. And for each line, you're going to look across and tell me which one of these three numbers is the greatest and which one is the least. Now for the greatest, you are going to circle that number. For the least, you are going to underline it. So let's do the first one together, then you're going to do the next two on your own. So let's look at our three numbers on the first row. You have 134, 143, and 144. Now, which of these numbers is the least or the smallest? That's right, it's number 134. So I'm going to underline that number. Now we have 143 and 144. Which one is greater? That's right, 144 is our biggest or greatest number, so we are going to go ahead and circle that one. Now, when you pause your video in just a few seconds, you're going to write these three numbers in a row on your whiteboard and these three numbers in a row on your whiteboard. So make sure you write them small, and you may want to make sure that your whiteboard is turned this way and not this way. That way you'll be able to fit them in. Then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to underline the least number of the group and circle the greatest number in the group, and then unpause the video so that you can check your answers. So go ahead and pause the video now. All right, if you are watching this now, you should have done your work. Let's get ready to check our answers. Okay, for the second line, we have 172, 122, and 127. So out of these three numbers, my least or smallest number is 122. So you should have underlined the 122. And my greatest number out of these three is 172. So we should have circled that number. And then for our last row, we have 152, 155, and 125. In this row, the smallest or least number is 125, and the greatest or biggest number is 155. So you should have underlined 125 and circled 155. All right, you may go ahead and erase your whiteboards. You can put the cap on your marker, because I just want you to listen to what I'm about to tell you, and then we're going to do something together, and then I'll have you use your whiteboards again. But for right now, I just want you to pay attention, because we're going to be talking about something new today. So just a few days ago, we started learning about adding numbers with 3 digits, right? We had only talked about adding numbers with 2 digits, and then we started talking about adding numbers with 3 digits, and then we started talking about carrying from the ones place over to the tens place. But what do you notice about this combination right here? The square is where? That's right, it's over the hundreds place. That's different than what we've done before, right? It's always been over the tens place when we've carried. So this is a little bit different with it being over the hundreds place. But guess what? Because we are so good at math and we've been doing all of our work and practicing, this is going to be just as easy. So watch as I do it, and we're going to do one together. And then we're going to do, or you're going to try one on your own, okay? So for this one, just watch. We still start over in the ones place like always. So 2 plus 2 equals 4. 4 plus 7 equals 11. So now, can I keep that 11 here in the tens place? No, right? Just like when we have to carry over to the tens place, it's the same exact thing. I can't put both numbers down here. My answer will be wrong. So I can keep one of the numbers here, the number that's in the ones place here, and then I carry over the next number over into the hundreds place. And then I can add the hundreds place together. 1 plus 5 equals 6. 6 plus 3 equals 9. So my answer is 914. Okay, so just to go over it again, do the ones place. Then we add the tens place. We have 11. The biggest number that can go here is 9. So we knew that we could put the 11 here and bring the 1 over, and then add all of our numbers in the hundreds place together. So you can go ahead and take out your whiteboard and your dry erase marker. We're going to do one together. All right, so I want you to copy this combination down on your paper just like you see it here. Or not on your paper, I'm sorry, on your whiteboard. You're going to copy the combination on your whiteboard just like you see it here. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to do that. It doesn't have to be perfect, just as long as you can understand what you wrote. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go through this one together. As always, we start in the ones place. 3 plus 6 is 9, so we can put that 9 there. It can be there. 7 plus 5 equals what? 12, right? So we can keep the 2 here, but the 1 has to go over into the hundreds place. We can't put the whole number 12 down here. It has to go, or the 1 has to go over. Now we can look at the hundreds place and add all of our numbers together. 1 plus 3 equals 4. 4 plus 2 equals 6. So our answer is 629. All right, for this last one, I'm going to show you the combination. You're going to pause the video, copy the combination down, work on it on your own, and then unpause the video when you are ready to check your answer. So here is the combination that you're going to be writing on your whiteboard. Copy that down and pause the video now. All right, if you're with me now, that's because you did your combination, you've got your answer, and you're ready to check it. So let's go ahead and do that now. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Started in the ones place like always. Now I can move on over to the tens place. 4 plus 8 is what? 12. So I put the 2 down here, and the 1 has to go over into the hundreds place. Now I can add the numbers in the hundreds place. 1 plus 1 equals 2. 2 plus 7 equals 9. So your answer should be 927. Awesome job. All right, let's get ready to go over our worksheet that we're going to be doing today. Let's look at number 1. Count the cents and add. So you're going to be looking at the groups of coins, adding them together, write how much it's worth next to the group, and then add those two numbers together. So for example, whatever this is worth right here, you're going to write in that box. Whatever this is worth, you're going to write in this box, and then add those two together to give you your answer. You're going to do that for all 4. For number 2, you're going to fill in the box with the correct answer. So the first one says there are blank tens in the number 206. Okay, so look at the number 206. Find the tens place. How many tens are in the number 206? Look at the next one. There are blank ones in 95? Look at the number 95. How many ones are in the number 95? You're going to write that answer in the box. You're going to do that for all of the ones that you see there. For number 3, you're just going to look at the thermometer and answer the question, what is the temperature? What temperature is that thermometer showing? Now remember that on the thermometer, each line is not worth 1 degree. Each of the light lines are worth 2. So you're counting by 2s when you are looking at the thermometer. Okay, turn your paper over. Number 1 says write the sums. So here you're going to practice what we just did, what we just learned, carrying to the hundreds place and then adding. For number 2, you're going to write the sums for the doubles. Then for number 3 is a thinking cap question. Tanya and Tina have a swimming lesson at 3:30. It takes 30 minutes to get to the pool. Set the clock to show the time that they should leave. Okay, so they're not asking you what time the swimming lesson is. They tell you that, but they're saying if it takes 30 minutes to get there, what time do they need to leave the house so that they can get there in time? Once you figure out what time they need to leave the house, then on the clock, you're going to show the time that they leave the house. Not the time that their lesson starts, but the time that they need to leave in order to get there in time. And then underneath it, it says, the twin swimming lesson takes an hour and a half. What time would they finish if they started practice on time? So they start practice at 3:30. Their lesson is an hour and a half. So if you have your little clock at home, you can look at that, or maybe mom and dad have a clock at home that you can look at. If it starts at 3:30 and it goes for an hour and a half, what time would it be when it's over? Right, so that is what you're going to be working on today. Make sure to do your best as always, and I will see you back here next time.